Right now, look. Your phone is on the table, screen down, and you just let go of it. I'm not sure why. Maybe someone said your name. Maybe the water started to boil. And for a second, half a second, maybe, the whole room got louder. The air came in a way you hadn't noticed. The light on the wall has a color. There's a low sound underneath everything that was there the whole time, and only now do you hear it. You didn't choose to feel any of this. It happened on its own, the instant your thumb let go of the glass. This is a letter to you standing there, with that slightly strange feeling of having come back from somewhere. Because that's exactly what it is, a return. Let me tell you what just happened in your body, because it's more beautiful than it sounds. When you had the phone in your hands scrolling, you weren't just distracted, you were, in a very literal way, somewhere else. Your attention had left the room, it had left your body, it was in there, inside the rectangle, chasing the next thing and the next and the next. And here's the part almost nobody tells you. While that was happening, a whole part of you got muted. Scientists have a slightly ugly name for it, interoception. It's your sense of your own body from the inside, your breathing, the weight in your shoulders, the temperature of your hands. It's the sense that tells you all the time, without words, that you exist and you're here. Want to see how muted it was? Until I said it, you weren't feeling your feet. They were there the whole time, touching the floor or your shoe, sending a signal. You just weren't receiving it. Then I said feet, and there they are. It's not that they turned on just now. It's that you started listening again. When you slide through the feed chasing a reward, a notification, a like, a video that might be good, your brain drops into a specific mode. Unpredictable reward. The same thing that hooks someone at a slot machine pulling the lever. It's not the prize that hooks you, it's the maybe. It's not knowing if the next scroll brings something good. And in that mode of maybe, your brain makes an economy choice. It turns down the volume on the body to turn up the volume on the screen. It needs you in there, not out here. The body becomes noise, the screen becomes the whole world. Then you put the phone down, and the volume comes back. It's not magic, it's your attention moving back into the house. The inside lights coming on again, room by room. That's why the space feels more alive all of a sudden. Because you feel more alive all of a sudden. You didn't gain anything from outside. You just came back home to yourself. Notice something, because it flips the whole thing around. You call this feeling alive, like it's some rare bonus. But it isn't a state you have to earn. It's your resting state. It's how you are when nobody's pulling your attention away. Your whole life they sell you presence like it's a mountain peak, some hard thing reserved for people who've meditated for 20 years. And it's the ground floor. It's the place you left this morning without noticing. The strange thing isn't feeling alive when you put the phone down. The strange thing is how much of the day you spend not feeling at all. Do quick math with me, no guilt at all. This isn't a lecture, it's just looking. How many times today did your thumb unlock the screen before you decided to? Before there was even a thought, the hand just went. In the elevator, in the checkout line, in the exact second a conversation went quiet, you didn't pick up the phone because you wanted to. You picked it up because a half second of silence got too big, and your body learned to cover that silence before it could reach you. And each one of those is a small exit. A blink where you leave the room. Add them up and they become hours. They become a day. Sometimes they become that feeling, late in the afternoon, that the whole day went by and you weren't fully present in any part of it, and you can't even say where you were. Let me give you the example that gets me every time, because it's not the screen and it's worse. The shower. You step under the hot water and within 3 seconds you're not there anymore. You're in a meeting that hasn't happened yet. You're answering in your head a message nobody has even sent you. The water runs down your back, warm, good. The exact thing you waited for all day, and you don't feel it. You get out of the shower dry on the inside. You left and came back, and your body showered on its own. The phone is just the easiest one to catch because it has a button, a click, a gesture you can spot in the act. But the same move happens in the shower. In the conversation where you nod, but you've already gone. On the drive home you don't remember making, like the car drove itself. The screen is only the evidence, the absence is the pattern. If you've made it this far and some part of you nodded along, pay attention to this. That feeling of recognition, That small, "Oh, that's me." It's the most human thing there is. It's not a flaw in you. It's the design of everyone's mind right now. Every person you passed on the street today does the exact same thing, the exact same way, and thinks it's just them. You're not broken, you're waking up. And people who notice these things tend to find each other. If that's you, this little corner of the internet is yours. Hitting subscribe just means the next small noticing finds its way back to you. Now let me show you what that half second of coming back actually is, because it's the key to the whole letter. When you put the phone down and the room gets louder, there's a very short instant where the world loses its hurried color. You know the one? The fast gray of scrolling drains away, and in its place something warmer comes on, something slower. It's like someone swapped the cold light of an office hallway for the light of a lamp at the end of the day. The edges go soft. Time slows down half a degree. Things stop rushing past you and go back to simply being there, with you. That instant has a name I like to give it. It's the moment you reappear. And the beautiful part is that it asks nothing of you. It doesn't ask for meditation. It doesn't ask for an hour of silence on a mountain, or incense, or becoming someone else. It's already happening dozens of times a day in the cracks. Every time you look up, every time the kettle calls you, every time a kid talks to you and you put the phone away without thinking, you already know how to do this. You do it by accident all the time. The only thing that changes everything is starting to do it on purpose once in a while. And here's where I need your help for a second, because this is bigger than you and me. If these words are landing, tap the like button right now, not for me, but because it's a small signal that says I want more of this in front of me, and less of the stuff that makes me disappear. You're literally teaching the algorithm to wake you up instead of switching you off. Let me get very concrete now, because that's the soul of this channel. Nothing in the clouds, everything on the ground. Tomorrow morning at some point your thumb is going to do that automatic move. Your hand will reach for the phone on its own, before any decision. You'll notice late, halfway through the gesture. Good, noticing late is still noticing. When that happens, don't fight yourself. It's not about discipline, it's not about willpower. Just do one tiny thing before you unlock it. Let your thumb rest on the glass for 3 seconds, just 3. And in those 3, feel the floor under your feet. That's it. You don't have to breathe deep. You don't have to empty your mind. You don't have to reach for anything. Just notice that you have feet and that they're touching something right now. What you'll find is kind of funny. A lot of the time after those 3 seconds, you don't even want the phone anymore. The urge wasn't for it. It was for getting out of a small silence. And when you stay in the silence for 3 seconds instead of running from it, it stops being a hole and becomes a place. A pretty comfortable place, actually. A place that's yours. That's the whole thing. One tiny practice. So tiny it seems like it makes no difference at all. But it does one very specific thing. It turns those blinks where you disappear into small places where you show up. And a day made of 10 arrivals is a completely different day than one made of 10 disappearances, even if from the outside the two look identical. Same house, same job, same commute. Let me tell you about a morning, because maybe you'll recognize this one. You wake up and before you've even got both eyes open, your hand has already found the phone in the dark, on its own. The screen lights up your face. And the first face you see in the day isn't the one asleep beside you, or your own in the mirror. It's a screen full of people you don't know, news you didn't ask for. The whole world's hurry minus yours. You hand over your first minutes, the softest ones of the day, before they even get to be yours, and then you're up and running, already late on the inside, without having arrived yet. Now compare that to the other kind of morning. You wake up and stay 30 seconds just there, not reaching for anything. You feel the weight of the blanket. You hear the house before it gets loud. It's not productivity, it's not a millionaire routine, it's not some enlightened habit. It's just you walking into your own day through the front door, instead of being dragged through it backwards. The day is exactly the same. It's you who arrives different. There's a study I've carried with me for a while, about people and where the mind goes. 2 researchers spent the day asking thousands of people at random moments through their phones 2 little things. What are you doing right now? and is your mind on what you're doing, and they found something that's hard and freeing at the same time. People's minds were away from the moment almost half of their waking hours, almost half. And this is the part that changes everything. People felt worse when their minds were away, even when they were away thinking about pleasant things. It wasn't the subject of the thought that weighed on them. It was the absence itself. Let that sink in because it's huge. It's not what you do that decides how the day treats you. It's how much of you is present while you do it. You can be on vacation on the beach of your dreams and feel awful if your head is somewhere else. And you can wash the dishes and feel a strange kind of peace if you're actually there, hands in the warm water, feeling the suds. What gives me hope, and it's why I write you these letters, is that the way back is always short. You're never far from home. Never. Presence doesn't get weaker when you ignore it. It just waits on the inside with the light on, like someone who knows you'll come back. And it only takes one small gesture to open the door. 3 seconds. A glance upward. A breath you actually feel go down. Try something right now, just to feel in your skin what I'm saying, not as an idea but as an experience. While you're listening to my voice, stop listening to me for a moment and listen to the room you're in. What sound is behind me? What noise was there the whole time, under everything, waiting for you to notice? The fridge, a car outside, your own body breathing, found it. That thing that just happened. That small turn of focus, from the rectangle to the room. It's exactly the same thing that happens when you put the phone down. It's you reappearing. And this time you did it on purpose. Hold on to that feeling. That's it. That, and only that, is the whole skill. If this moved you, get it to someone who needs it. Send it to that person who's always got the phone glued to their hand, not as a jab, but as a kindness. When a lot of people share something like this at the same time, it punches through the wall of screens and reaches exactly the person who was sleeping too much and didn't even know it. And then you didn't just wake up for yourself, you helped wake up someone else. That's a beautiful thing to do with a Sunday. I'm not going to promise you that your life changes. That's not how it works, and anyone who promises that is selling you something that doesn't exist. What I can tell you is what I see every time. The days don't get longer, but they get fuller. You start getting back pieces you were losing without noticing. The taste of the first sip of coffee, the face of the person you love across the table, the way it is today, not the way it was last year. The light falling at 5 in the afternoon on some ordinary wall. Things that were always there, waiting, patient for you to be there too. Before I let you go, if you had one of those moments today, an instant where you put the screen down and the room got louder, tell me in the comments what it was, where you were, what you heard. I read those one by one. There's something strangely comforting about seeing how many different people came home today, each one through their own little door. So here's what I ask of you, if I ask anything at all in this letter. Don't put the phone down forever. Don't become a monk. Just, tomorrow, once, before you unlock the screen, let your thumb rest for 3 seconds and feel the floor, just once. And see who shows up. It'll probably be you. And honestly, this room has missed you for a while now.